outside. You were outside. The air smelled of nothing, just crisp and fresh. Now it was just drive all night. First stop, West Virginia. Then it struck you like a sobering slap to the forehead. Where was the bitch with the car? With the weapons, with the change of clothes, with, the rest of the escape? At first you thought, maybe we're early. Ducked back into the hole for a few minutes. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. You did your best to chill out your partner, who was disturbingly quick to panic. Poked your head up. She wasn't there. The weapons and clothes weren't there. Maybe she just chickened out. Maybe she ratted. And maybe you should start thinking of a plan B. Then you remembered, holy shit, there was no plan B. So you made something up on the spot. WTF. You weren't going to turn around and go back. Move at night. Get to Mexico. Just head south. You couldn't miss it. There was a lot of room for improvisation down the road, but now, standing in the terror and tremor of freedom, there was only one thing for you to do. You ran, through the backyards of the village homes, and as soon as possible toward the trees, into the woods. Assuming that woman kept her yap corked, you still had hours before anyone would know you were gone. You were smart enough to know that there would be no one out there to help. Your crimes, the crimes that put you in prison in the first place, lacked the romance that might have earned you a modicum of sympathy. If you'd been bank robbers, there would have been someone somewhere rooting for you. But, as it was, you were just a pair of dirtbags, pure and simple. 100 years ago, you'd have been put down like animals. No one was on your side. When folks think of New York, their first thought is of the city, with its bustle and cloud-tickling skyline. Those who've driven the New York State Thruway or taken Amtrak from New York City to Chicago know a New York of wide rivers, rounded and wooded hills, while bus travelers see the state's crystalline Finger Lakes and diminutive villages of white houses with Kelly-green shutters. Those who have coursed through the state's southern tier may recall Conisteo's living sign, the town's name inscribed in the earth with trees. Take a vacation. Taste some wine. The cliffs and falls of Letchworth Park are awesome. In the West, the piston power of Niagara Falls is still a favorite for honeymooners. But comparatively few know that New York also includes a vast area of wilderness commonly referred to by its rare and scattered residents as up north. The Adirondack mountain area, where bears outnumber people, includes everything from Albany to the Canadian border, a practically untouched forest larger in acreage than any in the United States. More than 132,000 people are residents of the designated Forever Wild, most of them clustered into about 100 towns, villages, and hamlets. The area has maintained its virtue largely due to governmental action. In 1885, the state legislature passed the Forest Preserve Act, ensuring that the huge Adirondack Preserve area shall be forever kept as wild forest lands. In 1892, new legislation created Adirondack Park to be forever reserved for the use of all the people. The new law weakened the old one in some ways, however. The Forest Commission could now sell land anywhere in the Adirondacks and lease land to private individuals for camps and cottages. The law was passed in an effort to stem water and lumber consumption. With its passing, the whole region, 6 million acres of it, was now a park. The designated area had 6 million acres, 3,000 lakes, and 100 mountains taller than 5,000 feet high. It was a little smaller than the state of Vermont, the largest publicly protected area in the lower 48, bigger than the Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, Everglades, and Glacier combined. And the Commission did sell and lease the land until half of the park was constitutionally protected, while the other